interesting. Could it be because I have the weapon out? Nope. Alright, so it was not the inaccessible I was thinking of, but it was inaccessible to us. Dude, what the heck is this room? Clearly something's gonna pop out. Those are, that looks like they're just recording machines. Oh, I'm so prepared to run. There are a lot of shot glasses in this place. Duct tape? No, those are just coffee cups. Ooh, duct tape. It's a pretty cool little spot here, that's for sure. But what the heck goes on in this? Oh, this is where they're just they're recording everything? Is that what it is? Yeah. They're recording all the results, but there's nothing in this room at all? That seems weird. Definitely seems weird nothing being in there. Another terminal. I don't know, right now I'm like engrossed in this, like, as to what is going on in here. Oh, and this leads over to these. This is above the vats. Yeah, and there's 7 of those. Alright, you can't do anything there. Let's check out this terminal. Projected energy controls. Systemic limitations. It is important to note that the limiters are in place for a reason. Disabling them can lead to a feedback loop that can affect the proctors, which could lead to corrupted data. Please make sure that you hand your test ticket protocol forms to a processor in a timely fashion so that it gets tracked and scheduled. Remember, our external developers need significant lead time to deliver assets. Available fields. Oh, and now we have 6 different beams for this, for the energy control. Electromagnetic. I don't know what the 23, I'm assuming 23,000. I don't know what the T is. Doubt field. Space-time delimiter. Limiting 12 hours. Interocitor, neutron beam, and intelligence de-augmentation. Alright, so where's that? Where's the beam at? Or where are the beams? So again, obviously this is the behind the scenes. Yeah, see, they're recording. And that's for that one down below. There was another one. That window that I tried looking through was recording into the kitchen. You got all the pencils. It's just up. It's just the one spot. So what is this looking into? Is that someone's residence? Oh, it's the overseer. Oh, they're even watching the overseer. Now again, though, this was a simulation. So they're right. So they're watching the students in the simulation, and maybe still not just watching, but releasing chemicals and whatnot. Contaminants. All right, I need to get down. Wrong way. All right, now can I say it? I don't know. This is a shortcut out. If I can go through these things. No, I cannot. Wonder why they changed colors though. There's residents that they're watching, but no cameras that we know of. Yep, that's that. All right. Been in there. Is that the way out? I think this is the way out. Yeah. That's... Although we could have taken, there's like 5 other exits, I believe. This is fine though. So this is where that camera was. Looking through here into here. That's kind of cool, actually. Let's do a quick. Is that a footstep that I'm hearing? We got to turn you around. Back up. We'll do the nun. That's kind of interesting also. I have a feeling this one's going to be, there's going to be a lot that I like in this one. Yeah, this might be the one I've taken the most of. That's actually a good black and white. Alright. One of those will be up on Twitter at some point. I don't know which one and when, but it'll be up there. Alright, let's work our way back out. Did they respawn? I mean, that's a pretty quick respawn, actually. And I still don't know what's making that noise.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search.
Or is it another area I have not found? Oh, that's that one. Alright, oh. I forgot about this, see?
Oh, good. I found you.
Oh, easy now. Oh, you're doing some damage.
My God, if I had hands, I'd strangle the life out of you.
Yeah, you were doing a little bit of damage there. Let's do a, first we gotta get to aid, and let's get a Nuka. And a little bit of food. Oh, we're out of cooked food. That's alright, we still have plenty of this.
Do not take any further escape attempts. Lawbreaker.
Alright, we're gonna work our way around.
Proceeding with search protocol. Warning, hostiles in area. Kill.
Aw, come on. There we go. So I'm glad I came, obviously I'm glad I came back instead of just going out another door. Alright, let's try the the Michael Blake terminal. Unable to connect course syllabus template. Okay, it's literally a template, okay. Notes to self. Horse Creek, what was that? Petroglyphs? Had a chance to go study the Horse Creek petroglyphs in person. I've been meaning to do so ever since moving to West Virginia. They have always fascinated me. The idea that Europeans landed in North America and traveled that far inland during the 6th or 7th century is fascinating. Now, whether it was written in Old English Ogham, Basque, or some other ancient language is up for debate. Personally, I prefer the Basque translation as it paints a vivid picture of a great bison hunt. But regardless, it's exciting to study and theorize about any petroglyphs in our own backyard. Jacqueline. Jacqueline brought more of her notes around the other day. Still not sure what to make of those runes. They don't match any of the native petroglyphs in the area, nor do they match any of the old European runes I would have expected. Still, I'm confident I will find a match somewhere, and if not, there may be enough to go on to piece together a rough idea of what they say, if anything. I'm beginning to think it may be nonsense, but I am intrigued. VTU. Ever since Vault-Tec bought out the university, they've been shifting focus away from classic education and moving towards more specialized classes. I've seen several other professors get the boot, but thankfully, I seem to have been spared thus far. I feel lucky that they believe language is a skill worth preserving in the event society collapses and we all need to move underground. Wow, that's alright. So was there a date on that by any chance? No. So, but obviously he knows because there's Vault-Tec. So obviously that's in the out there, right? So okay, so that's not as strange for him to be talking about that as I initially thought. Guidestone translation. Jacqueline has instructed me that she would feel safer if I moved the translation key offline. The woman is paranoid, but I don't disagree that it's for good reason. It is because of this that she insists on keeping the original notes with her. She says it's for the best, just in case someone gets to one of us, so none of us have all the pieces. Even Agent Wilson's taking precautions. We could be onto something big here. Agent Wilson, okay. Then again, I still maintain the runes are simply ancient petroglyphs left by the indigenous peoples of the region. Jacqueline believes they may be extraterrestrial in nature, but I'll stick with Occam on this one. I'm assuming Occam's razor. The hypothesis with the fewest assumptions is often the correct one. Yeah, I believe that's what Occam's razor basically says. Last day of school. We had a first day of school, now here's the last day of school.
Turned down by potential boss once again. If you told me when I first got here that I would be anything other than the overseer of the control vault, I wouldn't have believed you. Now that I'm here, I'm a little more realistic about things. The overseer at Vault 96, one of the hottest postings outside of 76, wouldn't even give me the time of day. The man sent me a form letter as a rejection, for God's sakes. At this rate, I'm gonna end up shipped out to the West Coast to work as a janitor in 29 with a bunch of obnoxious rich teenagers or something. It's pretty clear to me now that Vault-Tec is a hive of nepotism and ass-kissing. You can't get ahead unless you attend every lecture and write every paper. There's no respect for passion. And some of these kids, they just don't understand what Vault-Tec means. Meanwhile, I have to take my third run at senior thesis. Should be entertaining to get rejected by Dean Elliott yet again. Anyways, cash is tight, so I'm gonna take part in hopefully my last thesis project in the Sim Vault. This kid seems fine, and his experiment is about food, so I get to eat well, at least.
Oh, and that's the paste. So she mentioned out west and Vault 29. Is there a Vault 29 in New Vegas? I have to admit I'm not as versed in New Vegas or 3 as I am in 4. Oh, that seems awfully high. Yeah, I'm just not. At least not at this point. That's a 3. Oops, nope. At some point, I'll get. Well, I guess at this point, I almost need. Yeah, I guess I do need New Vegas and 3 to be. What do you want to say? Remade, I guess. It's where you can play it on a 4 or 5 or the upcoming 5. All right, let's break in. No, because I do not have those older PlayStations. Chip has 1. Could be Rain. It is not Rain, so it's not the eye. Let's go a hacking. Get a tries reset, hopefully. Alright, before we get out of reach, Chip had 1. Okay. Nothing over there. I want to reset. Come on, give me a reset. I'm not seeing anything. It's going to give me a reset. Oh, shoot. Alright. Cannot be high. Cannot be stir. Could be sell. Cannot be hour. Could be city. Although, no, yeah, it could be city. Not fact. Oh, it could be shot also. So stir, city, or shot. No, not stir. Sell, city, or shot. Is there anything here that might be school related? City, maybe? Darn it. Alright, we're getting knocked out. This is Dean Harlan's workstation. Pans has 1. Could be sits. No, it could be song. Song, it has 3. Long. There we go. Liam Hornwright. My understanding is that Mr. Hornwright is attending school primarily to party and spend the majority of his time in a haze of marijuana, hence his absurd and hastily banged out proposal. Is there, God, why can't I think of that town just north of, where they're doing all the mining? I forgot the name of it, that area now again, but isn't there a Hornwright building down there that does, a Hornwright company that does excavating? However, his family connections make him a potential liability, so we will have to see how he handles future training. I'm assuming that's a yes on that one. Drew Collingsworth. Collingsworth's proposed experiment has evolved beyond my wildest expectations. His initial proposal mirrored other successful food replacement schemes and even showed a little imagination for once. I pushed him towards a more interesting experiment that should test the general willpower of individuals and how they react to deaths caused by food supply. I've tasted his pastes. They're suitably horrible, so we're going to mass produce them and add an arterial plaquing agent that should cause rapid circulatory system decline. I expect a full-blown revolt within 2 weeks. We should be able to end the experiment in the middle of the 3rd. So, dude was set up. And look at, he had the time right, the time frame right. The 2 weeks was right because if we remember back, 2 weeks is when it started happening. Did not get to the middle of the 3rd week because the bombs went off, I believe. Shelby O'Rourke has proven to be persistent enough to convince me to grant her a small amount of funding for her thesis project to provide evidence of so-called cryptids. Should she prove the existence and have appropriate data, this would be a major breakthrough that Vault-Tec can surely benefit from, if anything. If anything, it gets her out of my hair for a few months. Should she not return within her given time period, we'll need to find a team to locate wherever she holed up and retrieve any data for her investigation. Persistent enough to convince me to grant her a small amount of funding for her thesis project. So she must have left to do that. Where did she go? Disengage lock. There we go. I already have one of these. Although I don't know the level. It's kind of heavy. We'll keep it there for now. Dude, I still want to know what's making that noise.
Intruder, identify yourself.
Those things are kind of like Weeble Wobbles. Wow, I didn't think I'd be able to get him with the shotgun from that distance. Alright, we do need to come back up. So we have these 2 red doors though. Office of the Dean of Admissions.
False alarm. Standing down.
Oh, I want those scissors. Oh. It's just one of those lamps. We might as well look in here while we're here. Computer lab.
Hostile target detected.
Oh.
Your safety. Take cover until the lawbreaker is dealt with.
Back out.
Kill.
It's a good thing those things do not do a whole lot of damage. Oh. Liam Hornwright Station. Come on. He's not even moving. So we just read about Leo. Is it Leo? Liam. And how he's here to party. Drew Collinsworth. Are all of them going to be in here? Looks like it's just the 2. Let's do Drew. Senior thesis, Drew Collinsworth, abstract. An experiment for determining the optimal density of calories in a foodstuff versus storage space. This experiment will test the tolerance of various individuals' ability to consume food of unvarying texture but allow them to design flavors or use pre-created flavors. In this experiment, there will be a control group that uses a standard regimen of vault supplies, an experimental group that subsists on nothing but my proprietary food paste formula. See attached materials. Proprietary food paste formula. There's a lot in there. So, but I guess the good news is, at least we... Oh, there's even more. It doesn't sound like it's his creation that created the problem. Proposed flavors. List of potential flavor profiles and components. Alright, there's a lot going on there also. Advisor response. Your proposal has come a long way and the board has agreed to give you 1 month of vault time starting on October 15th of this year. We will accelerate your leadership classes and pull you from unrelated or less important classes. From the Dean. Alright, so you do your thesis, you give your proposal, then you get the time in the simulation. Liam Hornwright. So of course he doesn't have a lot going on here if he's just here to party, right? An experiment for determining the ability of canines to form a self-governing society. Basically, the experiment will involve a group of dogs trained to train other dogs to perform typically human-run tasks. I've begun training my miniature schnauzer Riley to operate vault doors, which I think is a promising start to the experiment. I'd be happy to bring her in anytime to demonstrate. And the advisor's response. Oh, that's it. Why is he saying Mr. Matthews? This proposal lacks any kind of substantial value and makes me seriously question your devotion to the project of the preservation of the human race. Please see me and we can talk about a serious proposal if you can manage to find my office. Why Mr. Matthews? Did I miss something in the abstract? No. Unless it's just some kind of crazy typo. I don't know why it'd be Mr. Matthews, though. Alright, I already did all that. Not appear to be much down here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Alright. This might be the 4th or 5th time. Is that everything? I don't hear anything walking around. That's just coming in here. Did I go through all of this stuff? Yeah, what's this terminal? Vault registry. Oh, check this out. Vault 51. Vault, so some of this is redacted. I don't know if I can make this out or not. Vault 51. Yeah, I don't think I can make this out. Appalachia, Yeah, I can't make that out. Vault redacted. Unauthorized. Please see System Administrator. Vault 76. Commemorating our country's tricentennial, this control vault was built and designed to open at a future date. Its occupants will be instructed and tasked with the role of rebuilding our civilization in case of total annihilation. No, I was just looking to see if something stood out there. And then these are all going to be see your System Administrator. Yep. All right. Let's head to the front where we came in, which was not here. Was it up here? No, this is just doing a big circle. How did I get in this building? Here we go. Yeah, we read that. Yeah, this is how we got in here. Maybe not. No. Honestly? Oh, we had to go down. That's why. This is how we got in, right? Yeah. Yep. Fingers crossed I actually did it that time. I don't know. I'm hoping. But with that, it is getting a little late. Yeah, it's 2:15. All right, so I'm going to call that an episode. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate it as always. Till next time, be safe and have fun.